Okay, we're here for another video in my secured container tutorial, I guess, or showing whatever it is. It's not really a tutorial. Alright, so say we want to change our character inventory. So our character inventory currently is this right here. We have two separate inventory slots for data-wise. I'll show that in a minute. But this is player inventory 1, player inventory 2. Um, so if you go over player inventory and you go over into inventory component, you see that it has two player inventory parts, data assets. So this is the data that correlates with the UI. It needs to be done this way for replication. So the first thing we want to do is change the UI however we want to change. So I'm going to change WB character. So say I wanted 3 weapons instead of gloves and a body. Like you're not going to do armor, so it doesn't really matter. This could be just a mask, however you want to do it. So I'm just going to move the weapon 1, 2 right here. I'm going to duplicate this, move it down, name this weapon 3. Oh, we have errors. Well, we deleted the equip slot gloves and the equip slot body, which usually I go ahead and compile because it's just faster to go to the issue instead of trying to change everything before you compile. So we got rid of this. We're going to remove this array element. We got rid of this. I'm just going to move this up, and then I'm going to add our equip slot weapon 3, which we created. Select all, click Q, they're all straight. Alright, so we don't need to be in WB character anymore. We've done the changes that we want to do, except for when you're on the item, say like headphones, in order to play them you have to hit caps lock. Well, what if I don't want to do caps lock? There's a key right here that you can change the key on how to activate your headphones or whatever your inventory component data is. So for our weapon, we don't want both of these to be activated on 2. So we want this to be activated on 3. So 1, 2, and 3 for our weapons. We'll go ahead and compile that. Next, we'll have to go to the UI widget, which is in the utility widgets right here. Widget to data. There is an issue currently, but it's super easy to fix. We'll go to the graph on it. We'll go to this event graph. We'll slide all the way to the right, and before this add container, this slot info, make slot info, we need to add the slot ID as a pin and the details panel, and this just needs to be changed to 0. We'll compile and save. We don't have to be in here anymore. So under this EUW widget to data, we'll right click, we'll run the editor window, and then we'll see this. Okay, what do I do now? Alright, so what we want to change is the widget for WB character. The widget to convert would be WB widget to convert. WB character. Alright. The import path. Well, how do I know I have the right import path? Well, you hover over whatever UI you're going to change. And it shows underneath the title name the path. So we have /game, /inventory, /widgets, and then that's it. So we need to get rid of the looting widgets, and then the data name that we want to save this as. So I'm just going to put it as 3 weapon. Just so it's simple, I know what it is. We'll convert it. See that little loading screen that happened for a second? That tells me that the data asset was created. I don't need to be in here anymore. All data assets created from the widget to data are going to be in the data assets inventory datas. Boom, there we go. This is from a previous one. So I got my 3 weapon data. So what do I do now? In the inventory character, underneath every inventory component, we're going to switch this player inventory part 1 to 3 weapon. We'll compile and save. play it, pick up a gun. We can switch it between all three. I can hit 3 on the keyboard. Hits. Alright. So let's confirm that we can have 2 guns at once. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so this works. I'm going to show you what happens if you have like the wrong info for a data asset. So if we want to go back to the character, I believe this works. I haven't tried it out yet. So say like we clicked on something wrong, card reader inventory. If we compile, right? So it's the wrong data asset. When we try to go into it, we can't pick it up anymore. We can still pick up the ammo, but then we have this showing right here. So this is a clear sign that the data asset for this UI is incorrect. So all you need to do is make sure and go to whatever character or whatever it has that inventory component. You just need to make sure that it has the correct weapon component. And then if you don't, you can still use the data asset as, actually no, I don't believe you can, because we changed the info. So we'll continue on the player inventory part 1. I can still pick it up, but I can't put it into any of the other slots because the data has been corrupted. And I don't even know, yeah, you can't even use, ooh, that's what, so this thinks that it is slot 1. So, but yeah, so that would be another reason why you can't move things. Even though it's screen, it's just because the data asset that is with the UI does not work with it. So you need to use the correct data asset for the correct, like this is WB character. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll have another video hopefully going over how to create a secure container with a game instance. Thanks.